What's going on? It's Audrey here with CBCAnetwork.com. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. If you are new to the channel, if you're watching this on the replay, tonight we're just going to have some Q&A. We're going to have some question and answer. We're going to answer all your questions that you have about how to get funding for your business in 2022 and answer any questions, any roadblocks you're facing. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you get this content out. It helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we appreciate the support, and we appreciate you continuing to rock with us. So we'll get started here shortly. As you guys come into the room, into the live stream, please let me know where you're chiming in from. Let me know what area you guys are chiming in from, what city, what state. It's been a great day. I've been able to get some of that good old Facebook dip. I've been waiting on Facebook to kind of drop a little bit, and luckily today was the day. So shout out to everybody who took advantage of that Facebook being on sale. So as you guys come in to the live stream, make sure you let me know exactly what city, what state you tapping in from. Let me know what your questions are. If you want to cam up and you have good lighting, I'm going to drop the link in the description to join the live stream. So I'm going to put the link here inside of the live stream. If you want to come on the show live and get your question answered, if you want to hop on camera, we're definitely we're doing Q&A tonight. So tonight is Business Funding Made Easy Q&A session. I figured, we just came off of the momentum from our last, one-day event. So we just had our last one-day event, January 22nd. So, I know a lot of you guys may have missed that. So I just want to give you guys the opportunity to kind of pick my brain a little bit, actually get your questions answered, and kind of just get some strategy, get some momentum going into this year in regards to getting funding for your business. So Bright Eyes, what's going on? Representing Mississippi in the building. Again, if you guys are coming into the stream, make sure you share this out. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. On this channel, we talk a lot about business funding, how to get access to capital for your business. And we use our simple 5-step process. Okay. So for anybody who's, new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on the replay, definitely go ahead and subscribe. What's going on? Tania, I want to say Tania from Aurora, Colorado. New to the channel. Welcome. Appreciate you tapping in. Appreciate the support. Thank you. All the way from Colorado. Thank you. So we here. We here. All right. I see you. Welcome, man. But yeah, so tonight is about you guys. If you got questions, I hopefully got an answer for you. So any questions that you guys have, throw them in the chat. If you want to come on to the actual live stream. So if you want to cam up, I'll put the link in the description. So anybody who wants to come on the live and answer your questions live, please go ahead and drop them down in the actual comments, or you can go ahead and come on the live stream. Atlanta is in the building. I believe is in the building. Okay, first time from Orlando. Orlando's in the building. Welcome. I believe. Thank you for the support. But yeah, we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Again, like I said, I caught some of that good Facebook stock while it was actually dipping. So for those of you who are, investing or new to investing, definitely get your hands on some Facebook stock. It won't be the price it is now for long. I'll say that. I'm not a guru. I'm not a stock guy. I'm just the business, the banking, the credit guy. I don't claim to be a stock professional. I'm not giving stock advice, but I would get some Facebook if I was you. So yeah, man, we're gonna get to some Q&A. I see we got somebody who wants to hop on the live. So here's what we're gonna do, family. This is what we'll do. For anybody who has a question, if you do want to come on the live stream, here's what we'll do. We'll ask you where you're from, so just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your business is, and then we can get your question answered. All right. So we'll go. I think we got Bright Eyes. Miss Bright Eyes, welcome.
Hey,
Welcome. How you doing? What's going on?
Here.
Oh man, appreciate you tapping in, man. Appreciate you always showing support, man. Definitely, man. So we'll definitely try to do some Q&A and help you out a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So,
Where you located?
so you're talking to one of your Southern home girls. I'm from Pearl, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Okay. Yeah, we got some
Mhm,
students in Mississippi. All right. All right.
mhm.
Oh,
And,
MI letter.
for real. Hey,
Absolutely.
only the nation's best. That's what I say.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. So
Great
you're from
hospitality.
Mississippi. Okay.
Mhm.
And so what business do you currently operate, or do you have multiple businesses?
No, I do not operate a business, but
Okay.
I have been trying to establish the pathway to
Okay.
doing that by trying to access credit. And
Okay.
I have really uh, run into a roadblock. And that's why
Okay.
I'm calling you because I was trying to see if there's any way possible you could leave something. I'm new to your show, first of all.
Okay.
But if you can leave something after we get off of this,
Yeah.
where I can contact you, a little bit later on, and
Okay.
maybe you can help me understand what I'm doing wrong. But
So
I
what
have
have you
two.
oh go
Uh-huh.
ahead.
I recently bought a house. This
Okay.
past year,
Hey,
I bought my
congratulations.
first home for myself and my children. We actually have a home on the golf course, so we've gone
Wow.
from the trailer park to a $275,000 home, single
Hey
parent,
man.
mother
Hey,
of five. So it
salute to
can be
you, man.
done. It can be done. And
That's
at one time last year, before I bought the house,
mm-hmm.
my credit score was like at about 758.
Okay.
And I snapshot everything. It's a miracle I even have a phone that's working
Okay.
because I didn't know what was going to happen in the future. And I was right. I
Mm-hmm.
did end up having complications this way and that way. But
Mm.
I wanted to know, I'm trying to get into business credit. I do
Mm-hmm.
understand business credit is far better than having personal credit, and that everybody needs a business because we all have talents. You see what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
so I have been recently trying to get the used car dealership license.
Okay.
So that's just a platform for me. Trust me, just a way to do some things I need to have done. Because, like I told you, I got 5 children.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Right.
got 2 at home. Everybody
Okay.
else is grown, but they still mine. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Love them
So
all the same.
yes, sir. I know I might be
Absolutely.
being a little bit long-winded, but I know I need your help,
Okay.
and I have a lot of confidence that maybe you'll be different from some of the people I've used in the past. Like, if
Yeah.
you don't mind me name dropping, I will.
Name dropping. I mean, it is what it is. We don't discriminate on here, man. It's all love. We don't hold no punches, man. But
Okay.
but yeah, I
I
mean,
use, I used Lexington Law, gave them some of my money, no
oh,
results.
okay. Gotcha.
Everything they did came back.
Mm-hmm.
I used 850 Credit Club.
850 Credit Club.
Yep. All
Okay.
of that came back.
Ah,
And
okay.
brother, I've never had, and you're not gonna believe this, but it's true. I've never had more than $1,000 debt in my life.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
all my credit reports will reflect that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find a way to get this stuff off my credit so it can stop drowning me.
Gotcha. So one thing, and this is one thing I tell everybody. One
Mhm.
thing now, I'm assuming you pull your credit report on a regular basis.
I don't pull the report.
Okay.
I use platforms like Credit Karma and others, ScoreSense,
Gotcha.
Sesame, something, Credit Sesame or something.
So I like the one that I recommend, and I'll make sure for everybody in the chat or in yourself, I'll put a link in the comments to. We have a program with Identity IQ where you can get a dollar trial and they give you all 3 credit reports. And one thing I always tell people is the easiest way to try to start the dispute process is look for inaccuracies across all 3 bureaus. So that's
Hmm.
one thing. Like, say if a collection is, let's say the last 3 numbers of a collection account on Equifax is 6399, but
Hmm.
then on TransUnion is 6398. That's an inaccuracy. So
Mm.
that alone has to be removed from the credit report. Anything, it has to be 100% accurate and verifiable. So a lot of times when those companies or anybody who's just doing credit disputes, what they're doing is a lot of times they send in templated letters, right? So it's not crafted to what you're actually wanting. Because the thing you have to remember with the bureaus, they're all private companies, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. They're all privately owned companies. They're not regulated per se by the government. Their big brother, so to speak, is the CFPB. So if you're disputing any negative items on your credit, the first thing I always tell people is pull your credit report and look for those inaccuracies. If an account number is wrong, if they say you owe $800, but you really only owe $80, right? They missed a zero, things like that. A lot of people don't really catch those. You know, and one thing too, let's say you had a late payment, right? And it was just 130-day late. But then on the credit report, they're reporting that you're 90 days late. That's inaccuracy. So those type of things are the things you want to kind of look for on your credit report. And so those are the things you really want to kind of harp on. Now, if it's a situation now, if you don't mind me asking, is it something where it's derogatory, like in the form of like collections, charge-offs, things like that? Or is it like late payments? What did they say came back?
They actually said that it was a late payment, and the thing is, the creditor has been paid for years now.
Okay.
Everything. I don't owe nobody anything.
Gotcha.
I know, but now the mistake I made was I did pay. I think I paid. I paid those people directly. So the people that I don't believe in paying collection agencies.
Right.
The collection agencies are the entities that's pulling my scores down.
Yeah. So if it's a collection from
I had a 750 something just in the middle of last year before I bought my house. And now since I bought my house, my score has plummeted back down to 6. I think I've been as low as 6 in the 16s.
Gotcha. So yeah, it's probably something we just got to take a look at on your credit report, and maybe we are looking at ramping up, doing some type of credit repair where it's more of a do-it-yourself portal program. We offer that to our online training students. So we kind of, preach, do-it-yourself credit repair. So we kind of educate our students and things like that. So we're probably going to roll out some type of forum to the public where you guys can just have a platform to just come on and send off dispute letters, get some education. We'll do monthly calls like that. But I think for you and your situation, I would have to kind of just see the report and see what's going on specifically. So I would say when we do, because next, probably not this week, but the week after, we'll probably bring back our free strategy calls. So if you go to, I'm going to put the link here for you. If you go to 80paydexcheatsheet.com, and opt in, put your name and your email in. If you do that, you'll get an email from me with a cheat sheet, and just reply back to one of those emails saying that you would like to book a call. And then we can kind of, go from there and see what we can do. Because you definitely want to, maintain good credit. We talk a lot about the vendors, but at the end of the day, you do want to get access to the actual credit cards and the lines of credit and the loans and stuff like that to help grow your business. Now, I got a question for you. What business would you like to start if let's say you had the 750 credit score? What business would you be in right now?
I'm a really good Southern cook.
Okay.
I'm real good. And I cook very healthy. Okay. If you saw my kids, it's a testament. If you go on Facebook and look for me in the Cheryl Livingston, you see I'm all about my family and everything. And you'll see all of them Slim Jims. But they eat good. But I cook real good. I make children eat very healthy food like onions and bell peppers and stuff like that.
Nice. I see you. Okay. So you're the healthy, good tasting chef. So that means we're looking at a restaurant or a food truck or something, maybe, right? I don't know.
Food truck.
Okay.
That's why I want to start with a food truck, because it just makes sense. If I've never been in business before, I don't want to go all out. I want to first of all make sure it's something I can manage.
Yeah.
And just build myself up from that.
Yeah. Now that makes perfect sense. And another thing I would suggest too, if you are looking to get into entrepreneurship, I'm a part of a group called the Morning Meetup. I'll put a link in the description as well. It's a group. They do a free, not a free, but a $1 trial. So you can join for $1. It's hosted by a good guy, David Shands. And every morning. Okay, yeah. So every morning, Monday through Friday, he's there. We have special guests. It's a great community. You can network with people all across the United States, other entrepreneurs like yourself. A lot of people who come to the Morning Meetup are newer entrepreneurs, maybe first starting their first business. I myself know how it is, when you jump out there and put yourself out there. So, it could be a lot of anxiety or whatever the case may be. So it's always good to network with other entrepreneurs. So I would recommend maybe trying it out for $1. You get, a 1 week trial and just stay plugged in and just keep coming to these weekly, live streams. Just tap into the information we have on the channel, kind of go through the cheat sheet, and that'll be your roadmap, honestly, to get you going. You know what I mean?
If it's okay, I'd like to give you a little testimony because I'm truly proud of the stride that I've made. So my spouse abandoned me and my kids, right?
Wow.
I'm gonna say all of 10 years ago.
Gotcha.
I was a stay-at-home homeschooling parent, right?
Right. Okay.
Did you not know I have all honor roll students? So I'm saying this to be encouraging, especially to young people who are raising a family. If you raise them while they're young and really give them some good principles to follow, you do not have to spend money sending your children to school.
That's a fact.
That young lady sitting right over there, I don't know if you can see her.
I see her. What's going on?
That's a Dean's List honor roll student.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a salute. Salute.
All my kids have been honor roll students. So I want to encourage the young people, discipline your children, give them good principles to follow. Even if you know you weren't like that, you do it for them. All of my kids also have very high credit scores too.
Hey, that's what's the credit scores. Hey, I salute you. You definitely you taught them well, Mom. We definitely salute you, and we're gonna make sure we get you back high in the credit realm as well. So definitely,
I can't wait to pay back into this system and your program. Okay. If you help me, I got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not no talk.
Okay. Yeah. So I definitely will touch base. And like I said, just if you go ahead and opt into the 80 Paydays cheat sheet, just reply to one of those. It's like a 3 email sequence. Just reply to one of the emails and say, hey, I was on the live stream and I want to go ahead and set up a call, and we'll make sure we get you booked as soon as we bring them back. Because it'll probably be within the next week that we'll have them back live and active. So definitely.
Okay. Is that something I can do as soon as I get off the phone with you and then I chime back into the show?
Yeah, absolutely. You can just go to it on your computer or on your phone, 80paydayscheatsheet.com. Put it back up, and then, like I say, just put your name and email in, and then just reach out to the team, and we'll definitely make sure we get you on the list for a free strategy call.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I appreciate you, and definitely salute to
your ministry. It's beautiful.
Absolutely, I appreciate you, and thank you for your testimony, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. All your kids on the honor roll Dean's List. I'm gonna have to pick your brain about that when we get on the phone on the strategy call, because I'm working on my first. So I need all the game.
Take some village. Love you, man.
All right, love you too. I appreciate you. Talk soon. Man, that's what's up, man. So, it's not always about the perfect credit score, man. It's about the journey, man. I always tell you guys that, it's a journey, whether you up in credit, down in credit, whether your business is booming or you just starting out. It's always a journey, guys. So remember that, you're going to have ebbs and flows in your business. You're going to have ebbs and flows in your credit score, your credit profile. So at the end of the day, just take the good with the bad. Know that it's a journey, and just trust the process, family. So again, man, if you guys got questions, this is just strictly a Q&A call tonight, man. We're not doing no training. This is just strictly Q&A. If you got questions about anything, you can put it in the chat, or I'm gonna put the link down here below. If you guys want to come into the live stream and cam up, you can definitely hop on the actual live stream with me. But let's go to the chat, man. Let's see. We got some questions here. I believe says, is the TwoNAV Accounts 2 gas card play still working? Which gas cards and how much money does it cost to get them? Do both NAV accounts report to DNB? So that's a great question, I believe. The way that you want to set up the TwoNAV account strategy, and again, if you go to 80paydayscheatsheet.com and get your cheat sheet, in the cheat sheet, I tell you to set up the first NAV account that you get on a quarterly payment. So that's kind of the kicker. I think a lot of people, when they go and get the TwoNAV accounts, they just get both of them on a monthly payment. If you do both of them monthly, they will probably report it as one. You need to pay for the first one quarterly. So you need to pay the $149 up front, I believe. And then the boost plan, I recommend getting on a monthly payment. So if you get your 80 paydays cheat sheet, I'll show you how to walk through both of that. I'll probably do a screen share video, more of a short form video on it. But just in my suggestion, I would set up the business loan builder plan on a quarterly payment and then the business boost plan on a monthly payment with 2 different emails. So that's the play right there, I believe. And then as far as the gas cards, there's not really a cost. Sometimes they ask for a deposit. So if you are in a situation where they ask for a $500, $200 deposit, I recommend putting down a deposit on the BP MasterCard. That's the one that I recommend because you can actually take that from a gas card to an actual unsecured MasterCard. Okay. So that's the one that I recommend you do a deposit for. Okay. So hopefully that helps, I believe. What up, Lambo? What's going on, man? You got to hop on the live, man. Come on in, man. Welcome. Bob T says, I know for a fact that BP Solutions and TwoNAV Accounts reports to Dun & Bradstreet. Yeah, there you go, Bob. So yeah, it does report. They do report. You just have to set them up, the right way. You have to structure it properly. So you have to do one quarterly and then one monthly. So hopefully for everybody watching this on the replay that has a question about the TwoNAV accounts, one quarterly, one monthly. Which one you choose to do which with is really up to you. All right. Sierra Green said, I emailed CEO directly and was able to get a late payment removed. Let's go. All right, Sierra. Shout out to you, man. That is what's up. Definitely, man. Shout out to CEO Creative, too. Great trade line reports to Dun & Bradstreet. BP Solutions took 90 days. Yeah, the first one, it usually takes about 60 days to report, Bob. Yeah. So that first one, it'll usually take about 60, maybe 90 days. You might be right to report. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, so anybody else who want to hop on the live stream, the link is in the chat. You could come on the live, cam up. All we ask is that have some good lighting, good audio, and we want to hear from you. We want to get your questions answered live in the flesh, or you can post them in the chat as well. What's up, Cheetah Express? What's going on? Definitely, Cheetah Express. I gotta get a t-shirt from you too, man. You gotta send me your link to order a tee from you, man. So Bob T says, how long does it take for the WEX card to post? I've had the card since September of last year. Usually 90 days at the max, Bob. Now, I would ask you, Bob, where are you checking your trade lines? Because remember, if you're using NAV, no knock to NAV, but NAV I actually got a meeting with NAV tomorrow. But no knock to NAV, but they are a third party. So they're kind of like the middleman. So it's not the raw data file that you would get from if you get it from Small Business Experience, which my guy Joshua David, he hooked us up with the actual half off link for Experian, and then Dunn's Manager, that's free. So I would check the Dunn's Manager and then the paid Experian Business yearly membership. Those would be your most accurate reportings, because everything in NAV is not necessarily accurate. Not to knock NAV, but they're not necessarily accurate. Hope that helps, Bob. Let's see. I believe, oh gosh, I did it wrong. I signed up with 2 emails monthly. Yeah. So what I would do, I believe I would just go back and cancel one as a monthly subscription and then wait about, I would say, a week or 2 and then just go back in and do it quarterly. I would do it that way. But yeah, if you go to 80paydayscheatsheet.com, I'll walk you through how to set that up step by step. So for anybody who's looking to set up the TwoNAV account strategy, go in, download the 80paydayscheatsheet.com, put your name and your email in, and it'll come right to your inbox. All right. And it'll break down everything on how to actually start building business credit. All right. So Kevin said, "What's up? What's going on, Kev?" He said, "How long do you keep both NAV accounts once your payday score is at 80?" I would say just cancel one. Once you hit scores on all three bureaus, Kevin, you can cancel one. It's not a long-term play. It's just it's just really a way to speed up the process. Because and the reason why I kind of came out with that, and it kind of caught fire, so to speak, was because a lot of people before that strategy, a lot of people would tell you to go to Granger, go to all the the traditional tier ones, even Office Depot, etc., etc. But what you can do with the TwoNAV accounts, two gas cards, is you can get scores without having to go to all these different vendors. So with the TwoNAV accounts, once you get scores, I would say let one of them go and keep one, because the thing too is that the age of these trade lines matter as well as you go into higher, quote unquote tiers. So just keep that in mind as well. But I would say once you got scores, Kevin, you can let one or both go. Honestly, once they report. Yeah, I have the business. Yeah, so the business experience is going to show all your raw data. So I will have to look at the report. Usually, the gas cards reports as financial services. So if you're looking at your NAV report or your Experian business, it'll show as financial services. Hope that helps. What's up, EQ? I know I've been MIA. Thank you for the great content. Blessings. What's up, Emily? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Long time no talk. Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're making all these ladies' nails look beautiful in New York, because it's that season. We're coming into the spring season. Okay, Bob said, also, is there a way to expedite change in business address with business Experian? I've tried to have them update my new business address once October. Man, they so slow. Bob, I know the pain, man. I put in a dispute to update some information on my Experian business profile into August, and it didn't get done until October sometime. So I don't really know of a way to expedite, man, with them, because they probably just so backed up. They probably short-staffed due to COVID. They probably got a lot of requests from people like me teaching y'all how to get this funding. So I really don't know of a way to expedite. Not to my knowledge, man. I don't know of a way. But yeah, man, we had 20 people on the live stream, man. Y'all make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you share this out. Make sure you get this content out to as many people as possible. Get the likes up, like Kevin Samuels would say. Shout out to the homie Kev. But yeah, I don't know of a way to actually expedite that, Bob. I really don't know of a way. I wish I did, because I would definitely, pass it along to the family. But yeah, what's up, BRNK? BRKN. I'm sorry, BRKN. What's going on, family? Welcome, 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 man. Appreciate you being here. Cheat Express says, I reached out to Quill and Business T-shirt about reporting to the bureaus. I found out they report by batches. Okay. That makes sense then. That makes sense, Cheetah. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, depending on with Business T-shirt Club, they usually report after the first invoice. So I know you said you had an invoice printed, so I don't know. If you already got your first invoice cut, they should have already reported. Should have been a report situation. All right. I'm gonna answer this last question, and I'm gonna bring the family on. It says, would you say it's better to put money towards repairing our personal credit, skip net 30s, PG for business cards, and remove increase from personal, or are the net 30? So here's the deal. That's a great question, I believe. I don't necessarily believe that you should put money into the net 30s versus business credit cards. But what I do suggest is you get a couple of vendor accounts. So 4 is all you really need. You only need 4 to have a solid business profile. I'm going to say that again for everybody watching on the replay. in order to have a solid business profile, you only need 4 net 30s or 4 vendor accounts. 4 is a good number. So again, if you did the 2NAV accounts, 2 gas cards, that's really all you need. Now, I would definitely suggest, fixing your personal credit. I would definitely tackle that first. But again, the reason why we had a whole 80 payday strategy is because while you're fixing your personal credit, you kind of, spinning your wheels, so to speak. So while you're in credit repair, while you're fixing your credit or whatever the case may be, you can go ahead and start building the profile so that once your credit is fixed, I'll give you an example, right? So the reason why you want to kind of, focus on getting, about 4 vendors on each bureau is because let's say you had an 800 credit score and you went to Chase and you applied for a business credit card. You may get a $15,000, $20,000 approval, right? It's not uncommon to get those business credit cards with those type of limits with Chase. But let's say you build a profile and now you have 4 trade lines on Dun & Brad, you have 4 trade lines on Experian, and you go to Chase and you apply for that same business credit card with an 800 credit score. Now that $15,000, $20,000 credit card is a $30,000, $40,000 credit card. So just by building the profile, it gives you a little bit more leverage for higher limits on your on the business credit side. So that's why we want to kind of get a few net 30s. That's why I love the gas cards so much. I believe is because the gas cards you can use in your business, and it's really not like a hindrance. You know what I mean? It's not like you're going out of your way to spend with a Granger or a Quill or some of these other tier 1 vendors that a lot of people complain about. So if you just do the 2NAV accounts, 2 gas cards, you could be done. You could really be done with the 80 payday strategy, I believe. So yeah, that's a great question though. But I got to bring the fam in. I got to bring in, homie. What it do? What's happening?
My God. What's up, Audrey, man? Always love, man. What's popping with you, man?
Another day, man. Try to grab me some of that Facebook.
Life is good, man. Look, life is good. How about yourself, man? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, it's good, man. Working on the family, trying to get the family right and just help the people, man. I just figured I'd do a Q&A, man. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people was emailing, had questions about different things, Sam's Club, stuff like that. The young lady came on earlier about a personal credit. So I figured, man, let's just wrap a little bit, man. It's always good to trying to tap in with the people, man. What's good with you, though?
Man, we in the lab, man, doing what we do, man, gearing up for 2022. It's already starting off well, man, helping change lives. Shout out to you, man, last week, man, with definitely, man, that program, the sauce, man, you was tapping in. So everybody, man, who tapped in, bro, that was love, brother. Really love. So big shout out to you. I see you doing your thing, man.
Hey, man, I'm trying, man. Trying to get on your level, man.
Man, I don't want to even hear that, man. You are definitely, man, changing lives, man, and really making some things happen, man. And I'm telling you this right now on this channel. Your flowers, man, and we talk, man. Even outside of this,
right. Yeah, we talk offline. So,
but your flowers, you have the stance that you're taking, man, especially on this channel, man. I'm telling you, you're changing countless lives, man. And I'm not lying to you. Even in my circle, in my life, man, I'm able to go on ahead and give you shout outs, man, back to some of the programs that we started, man, for what you didn't help me with. So it's just not, man, like, Drew, he's at this level. I'm like, man, dude, I'm like what you said, man, in a couple programs earlier. Like, we all learning from each other on here. But I'm telling you right now, everybody who's staying connected to Audrey, what you do on this channel is definitely winning. And each and every single week, when I see you post these wins, I'm like, man, look, they following the game plan on here, man.
I'm telling you, man, the wins every week. We got approvals, bro. I think we're gonna go 52 weeks straight, bro. That's honestly, I think we're gonna hit that number, man. We shooting for it every week. Cause my guy Santana, man, he killing it.
Santana ain't no joke.
Rushing it.
He ain't no joke.
Rushing it. So
Santana ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Who's the other one, man? Is his name Jabbar or something like that? Who that is?
Yeah, that's Santana. Yeah, Jabbar.
Oh, that's Santana?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he killing it, man. But yeah, man, tell the people, your channel, man. So I want to make sure we shout you out, man, because we definitely gonna be doing some collabs in the future, man. But
oh man,
sure
well, you know what, man, I got the because of you, man, I got to give flowers to you, man, because of you. You was just like, Drew, you know what, you should just really jump on, man, YouTube, man, and really do your thing, man. And I had this big following, man, going with Instagram as well as Facebook, man. But I really wanted to go ahead, man, and reach a different audience. And it was because of you. I got to give you your flowers of you saying, man, you know what, Drew, man, you got a voice, man. Go ahead and just switch it out, man, to your YouTube channel. So, man, when I linked up with you, we talked months ago, man, about this.
Yeah.
You know my story, man, that one of my good friends had just passed away due for coronavirus, a guy that I was in the credit game with, and we were supposed to be making some big plays. And I was trying to really learn the business credit. And literally the week later after he passed away, I connected with you.
Yeah, I remember that. You was telling me it came across the suggested videos.
Suggested 3 a.m. in the morning. 3 a.m. in the morning. So I seen like some of the people in the chat was like, man, yo, I'm new to the channel. Welcome and stuff like that. So I'm seeing all of the new welcomes of what's going on. And I'm just letting you know, man, your brand is reaching out, man, even bigger and further, man. You know, week by week, man, day by day, man. You putting in the work, man. You grinding. I see you doing it. They see you doing it. And the team and the community is winning for what you're doing on your program. So you know I'm always give you back that shout out, man, and that love.
Yeah, man. We definitely gotta do some content, man, because I want to ramp up the content, man, but I'm just I want to make sure I do it appropriately, you know. Like I don't want to do nothing that's, you know, just same thing. You know, I want to kind of come and change the game a little bit. That's how I came in the game with the live streams, so I'm still riding that out. You know, I'm gonna do some other stuff, but yeah, definitely, man. We're gonna connect, man, because I think a lot of people, came across that video where I broke down the whole 80 payday strategy. That's the one that got all the views and everything. So I gotta do an update to it. Now, like the young lady I believe was saying, and I don't know, did you ever do the TwoNAV accounts or did you?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what, man, I did since riding with you and between you, John, everybody, man, that whole profile is so built out. But the TwoNAV accounts is what got it in. You all right about being able to go ahead and make sure that you pay out one for the quarterly and then the other one month to month, so that they do report right. And also the gas cards that you had recommended was a huge play. And then that in turn, like, open up all these other doors, man, to where, it was approval after approval, and it was really no PG after the approval. But like I said, you stress on the broadcast, and if people go back from your broadcast, you stress like, man, get your personal in order. Because you can only do but so much with that PG until you got to get this personal in order. And they're going to peek at you when you're really trying to get some more bigger money. So as long as they following your steps, man, Audrey, I'm telling you, man, it's definitely going to work out for them, and it's going to work out well for them. Now, I'm a master when it comes to the personal credit, and I was a newbie, personal is a beast, man. They people was reaching out to me, man, in record time, like this dude deleting bankruptcies, man, off of people's files at one click, man, in 2 seconds. And he's deleting all of this stuff, man. And I had full videos, man, that we've been doing for years into this space. But to be able to now to jump to the business and follow your advice, your direction, your sauce that you was giving out, dude, I'm telling you guys, it works. So the old saying says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, you didn't taught this old dog some new tricks in a whole different arena, man. So I'm really, 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 man, ecstatic, man, just to see, man, what you're doing and how you're reaching everybody, man, month by month, man. And you've been consistent out here, man. So if anybody needs to go ahead and be a testimony besides all of the people, man, who post on the Facebook group and all of the people who post in the comments, I'm definitely one of them. Who was definitely, man, posting up with testimonies. And, I done shouted you out even on my YouTube, man, my leverage strategy and all of that, man, that I'm doing. And it's all, man, because of you, man, and really, man, pushing people in the right direction. I
appreciate it, bro. I appreciate that, man, because, it's always, like, one thing I always say, man, it's like, you don't necessarily hear the cheers all the time, right? You hear a lot of people get real loud when something goes wrong, right? It's all good. I know, it is what it is, right? We do the channel, we out in the public, we teaching them, But one thing too that I always try to stress people is that I'm learning as I go too. It's not like a know-it-all situation. I'm getting the game and I'm giving the game. You know what I mean? And so I think for me, it's important to do the no fluff stuff, right?
Right.
So, like I said, you definitely want to build a personal credit. Nobody's ever going to say, you can come up off of, no PG funding. Now, if your business has the revenue, you have those breaks and the divvies and things like that. But most small businesses, let's just keep it real, barely crack $100,000. The average small business does about $30,000 to $50,000 a year. So, and I'm in that boat with this program. So it's not like I'm no different. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so it's
right.
not nothing magical. I didn't, wake up and, had a 6-figure, 7-figure business. But one thing I think a lot of people, to your point, a lot of people get stuck with the personal credit. So that's why I kind of just pivoted a little bit when I came out and was saying that, whatever you got on the personal side, we got to get you a credit repair and get that done. But while they doing their thing, let's go ahead and get these 2NAV accounts. Let's get these 2 gas cards. Let's build a profile. So once we get that 720, 730, 750 credit score, now we put that together and then we go get the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's a process. It's a formula, man, of watching how the banks actually look at this, especially when you go for funding. You can only do so much. And man, you were so early, you was hitting on a point of the 4 accounts and making sure those 4 accounts, man, go across. Those are huge for some people who need that mix. Just listen to what you're saying, man. You giving the sauce. You literally don't want to go and have too many vendor accounts, because vendor accounts are only going to get you so far.
Right.
The NAV accounts that you stressed, I'm telling you, the game changer was them gas cards. The gas cards are a game changer because that's revolving that report. So when they pull out that Experian file and they actually start showing like what trade references want to be a mixture, and that's what the banks want to see. And not just that. I mean, you can have your profile right, but like I said, you stressed about, making sure that you be compliant, making sure that, you get your stuff, man, all the way across the board, right? Your address is listed, in a phone number, Google your business or whatever, your website, making sure you're having the right office space, all that stuff listed. So it's across the board. So when the banks come back to verify, because they will come back, the more higher you get with your funding, they're going to want to see you got your stuff together, and as well, or you talk to them.
Yeah, so and that's to your point. I always tell people, a lot of times, the listings can make or break you, right? And so that's another reason why I like the part. If you think about our 5-step process, step 3 is where you actually list the business. And to be honest, a lot of people don't take the time out to do that, and they run into a lot of problems, So if you, like you said, if you just kind of go in order, right, step 1, form the business, step 2, become bank compliant, step 3, list the business, step 4, build small trade lines, and then step 5, step to the bank. If you do it in that order, you really shouldn't have any issues or any hiccups, along the way. For the most part, especially if you're tapping into the channel and being, locked in and actually executing. I think the problem I see is that a lot of people have a problem with the execution, but we're here for that too. We have programs for that as well. So, it just, 2022, I definitely think now's the time. I think now is the time. I'm telling all my students, I'm telling, people who working with me, who booking the calls, let's go ahead and figure out whatever the game plan is to get funded, right? Like the young lady came on earlier. She want to, get credit right. Let's get the credit in position. Let's build a profile. Let's just get a position. Let's figure out a business idea that we can fund and be profitable. I think that's the other issue that I want to stress too, is that, the funding is great, $100,000 to $150,000. But if we put it into something that's not profitable, we kind of got to look at the business model too, not necessarily the funding aspect, right? Because sure, we can help you get the funding, but then you got to kind of look at the business model. So maybe we got to tweak some things, your marketing, who your ideal client is, things like that. If you're selling products, how do you stand out in the marketplace? Things like that. The funding is 4, right? So
Yeah.
it is what it is, man. But what else you got going on, man?
Man, you know what? It's super funny, man. You know, I had one of my guys, man. I don't know if you know him, man, but you probably know so many people in the space reached out to me, man. And Mark was like Mark Hill, man, from I think it's 820 credit over takeover or something like that. Man, they run with a circle with like Nicholas Mentor and all of them, those guys, man.
Yeah.
He reached out to me, man, just on a whim today, man. He's like, yo, Drew, I seen the broadcast. I see what's going on, man. You know, I really want to reach out to you, man, about this this business funding and stuff like that. I said, well, man, look, let's get together. And I had the guy last night on my program, Tim from business funding firm in LA, man. And he dropped some serious major nuggets on there, man, from the program last night on YouTube. So everybody go check that out, man.
Yeah, check that out, y'all.
Some stuff, man, that's really popped out. And we talked about, man, of how the banks are actually looking at things, and they're almost, man, right now is the perfect ideal time for what you were saying to get your stuff right with the new rate hike that's getting ready to happen. So you want to have your stuff together because the banks, honestly, are going to be lending just a little bit more in this new space of things if your profile is correct, if your personal is correct. If it's not correct, you need to start working on it. Reach out to Audrey, get a hold of any of the do-it-yourself programs or anything that he has to offer, and let these products go ahead, man, and guide you into a healthy 2022 and even further than that. So a lot of people, man, you know, they've been reaching out, man. You know, we speak on a lot of things on our channel, you know, on the Leverage Show. We speak on crypto. You know, I'm big in that. That's where, you know, I helped advise a lot of people to make a lot of great money. Between crypto, NFTs, between just leveraging, you know, your assets, whether it doesn't matter whether it's your credit or whether it's personal, whether it's business, or either you being able to leverage a 401k, which most people don't even know about, or even leveraging, man, you know, people don't even know this, man, leveraging everything, man, a personal benefits plan that you may have, and being able to go ahead and take from that benefits plan and make some serious things happen from that. So there's a bunch of different strategies that people can use, and that they are doing things a lot better if they go on ahead, man, and leverage that a whole lot better, man. So, you know, man, like I say, man, we just been dropping knowledge, man, giving back to the people, and every week, like just like what you said, week by week, man, we've been getting back testimonies of like you, Drew, man. We went on, we leveraged what you said. You came on the show. You told us about this one strategy. Now my income has increased another $1,500 a week or $2,000 a week just by what you just said. We never knew that we can do these things, and I'm like, yeah, these things are possible. You know, you just need to get out there and see like what's out there. You know, for one thing, man. Some people was like, well, man, you know, Drew, I may have a car, but I may not have a job. You know, two things that you can actually do that people will pay your business is by actually wrapping your car with advertisement. Wrapping your car with advertisement actually goes on ahead and to pay you anywhere between $500 to $1,000 a month doing that. And there's two big companies that are out there that you can go ahead and wrap your car while you're going back and forward to work and like literally make money round the clock. Like there is nothing that can stop you from you really leveraging yourself to actually make money from doing the things that you do every single day. You just need to just kind of just say, hey, man, nobody never taught me this. Nobody never say like, hey, if I did jump on Audrey's program and Audrey showed me the game of being able to say, hey, I can go ahead and build up my business credit while even still working on my personal and still be able to get access to funding, that a gas card would actually help change your life, believe it or not. You know, you can go from paying out gas every single week to now you may have a leverage of like 1, 2, 3 weeks or a month before you have to pay that back and stuff like that. What could you do with that extra amount? You know, what could you do if you know, structured your taxes just a little bit different? Some people are not structuring their taxes a little bit different. We talked about that.
That's a different conversation, man.
Yes, hey, man, I ain't trying to get into it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I like it.
Coming with heat, like structure that differently.
I love it.
Don't let people go ahead and make this type of interest on your money throughout the entire year, and you could be capitalizing on this and adding to your money, your assets, your cash flow each and every single week, man, and every single month. Too many strategies out here to be doing, man. I'm just saying.
You know, even leveraging it for e-commerce, man. You
Yo,
know, there's a lot of ways, man.
don't get me
There's a lot
started
of
with
ways.
that e-commerce, because you
Yeah,
know we
man.
dropped that e-commerce. That was on last night's live too. We dropped that a
Yeah.
little bit, man, with Tim. And that
I gotta go back
e-commerce
and
and
watch
everything,
that,
man, has really went on ahead and has brought people to a lot. And I actually talked about on the e-commerce on the show last night how there was a gentleman who I wind up running into. It was a businessman and stuff. He was getting ready to head to a business meeting. We kind of met each other at the airport on a passing by. And he was telling me that he was in an e-commerce business. And the e-commerce business, he was leveraging his personal credit on an e-commerce business. Then they shut his store down. And when they shut his store down, because different things, back orders and stuff like that, if you're not able to fulfill the orders, they can actually shut your store down. So make sure that you actually have the right amount of cash flow or even credit that is set aside. So most successful, and this is the number for this, if you have an e-commerce business, most successful e-commerce business, you probably want to have about 30 grand, and 15 grand available, 15 grand set aside for cash. That's like the margin of where you want to have it at. Anything lower than that, you kind of have a risk where it's going to be kind of hard to fulfill those orders. So kind of keep that in mind if you guys are trying to leverage that. Now, if you're getting like 15, 30, 50 grand in business funding, that will be the huge gameplay for you guys to use. That's a game changer for you guys to use, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Walmart, whether it's Facebook. Like, there are so many e-commerce that are out there that are constantly paying with your stores, where it's residual and passive income coming in month by month. But you have to have the reserve set up to be able to fulfill the orders. And the problem is where most people fell into e-commerce, they get a little bit of cash, they get a little bit of credit, and the two and everything, man, just never come back. And then the store fails. And then they start bad mouthing e-commerce. But if you do have the leverage of assets available between capital as well as credit, and I'm keeping 100 about that 30 grand range, I'm telling you guys, passively, collectively, and this is on a small amount, some of you guys will be able to make every month, each and every month, like clockwork, 5 grand every month on a low end. On a low end.
That's pretty easy. Yeah.
5 grand every month.
5 to 10K.
Yeah.
Solid store. That's good money in e-commerce.
And it grows. It gets bigger from that. Believe it or not, it gets bigger from that. The way you leverage that. So get what Audrey's giving y'all the game between some of these cars that he's actually talking about, and even that's in the group. That's why I'm telling him, get in that Facebook group, because your Facebook group is on fire, man. Where you guys will be able to go ahead and leverage assets like that. For his Facebook group, man. Make sure, man, however they can, man, hit you up, because
I put the link down there, man,
where they can get into
Facebook
this and
group,
be profitable.
man. We're gonna definitely, I'm gonna start doing some more lives in there, man. But you know, it's one I try to one thing about me, man, I try to like put it in a simplistic form, because I know a lot of people, and I don't want to dish nobody any credit, you know, but I see a lot of stuff on the you know, just in YouTube land, right? Just across the board. And it's like, you know, 50K here, no credit check, you know, things like that, which is cool. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's got to be some type of strategy to the funding. So that's where I think, you know, it's cool to get the funding, right? It's cool to say you get approvals. You know, even myself, I come on and, you know, every week. But once we get the approval, now how do we leverage? I think that's the conversation we got to start having.
And that's when people come to the Leverage Show every Tuesday night at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern to find out some leverage strategies of what I be giving them. And I look for you, because I man, you got a game changer. Me and you done rap. You got a game changer where you can actually show people, man, how to be able to leverage that actual income coming in, or even the actual assets that they actually get once they do get the funding. What happens when you do get the WEX card? And the WEX card does come. Look, I'm going to keep it 100, man. A lot of people don't know, man, that WEX card is just not for gas. The WEX card, you can get hotels with that WEX card. Actually, there's through Expedia and stuff like that, man.
You can book travel.
Yeah, for travel.
Right in the portal when you pay your bill. And the thing too, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people that, you know, subscribe to the channel and things like that, they startups, right? So it's
Yeah.
hard when it's harder when you don't have revenue. Even myself, I'm facing that where I just, you know, the revenue is not as high, right? I mean, it's
Mhm.
solid, you know, it's
Mhm.
profitable, but it's just not super, super high.
Mhm.
So, like, and to your point, um, when you have that, you know, 30K in credit and cash,
Mhm.
now, you know, you could take 10K, scale it to 30K a month,
Mhm.
40K a month, you know, and not have to always put your, you know, your cash at risk, right? You
Yeah.
can keep
Yeah.
money in the bank because, you know, we talked about this at our last one day masterclass.
Mhm.
Having those deposits, showing money at every bank that you're asking for funding from, it's
Yeah.
a game changer,
Yes,
family.
it
I'm telling
is.
y'all, it's a game changer. When you got those deposits and you bringing in that daily, weekly cash flow, and they can see that, and they can look in your account and see, okay, you got $1,000 a week, 1,500 a week. Oh, we'll give you a $20,000. Oh, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no
And
problem. 20K. Yeah,
dude,
no problem.
do you understand how like so we had a lot of guys, man, they come on there, you see on YouTube, you see them even on Instagram and all of that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
have a lot of guys, they talk about business funding. Oh yeah, we're gonna get you business funding, but they're talking about mostly on the standpoint of credit cards, man.
yeah.
And we was just like, yo, you know, the team I got with, I was just like, yo, I'm tiring out with all the credit card stuff, man. Look, let me know if we can get some banks that can
Right.
turn around and get a hold of it. And so the team got together and said, yo, we can get a hold of some serious banks. And he built relationship with the banks.
Yeah.
Audrey, you talk about that all the time. Go build a relationship with the bank.
Got to.
Build a relationship with the bank, man. Listen, besides you guys getting your credit together on personal and business, go talk to your banker. Go talk to your accountants. Go sit down and
Yeah.
have a conversation with them. Let them know, man, how can, you know, my business be able to be a asset? How could you help me out in the long run? Whether it's a big bank, small bank, credit union, whatever the case may be, go
Yeah.
talk with them. Audrey's giving y'all the full game, man. He's
Yeah.
giving y'all more sauce than what y'all give credit for. I'm telling y'all right
Yeah,
now,
man.
man.
Nah, it's definitely relationships, man. And that's one of the things, you know, I kind of didn't understand until I was in it, you know, back in 2020 and was getting funding and getting approvals. And I'm just like, okay, I
Mhm.
see how it works, right? Like, you know, go to BB&T, open up the business checking account, you know, make a deposit and get approved for a business credit card.
Mhm.
Then turn around, you know, increase the limit. Now you almost at 20K on one card, right? So imagine if you just took that formula to 5 banks. Just
Oof.
imagine 5 banks, you could get a $20,000 credit card and let's just say a 20K line of credit. That's
Mm.
40K from each bank. So 4 times 5, you know, that's 200 grand.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right
And,
there.
and people think they gotta have, you know, every single Navy Federal, Penn Federal, you know, it's local credit unions that you could walk into tomorrow,
Yep.
sit down with have with a banker, have a conversation,
Yep.
and literally you could probably walk out of there with a $10,000 business credit card
With ease.
with ease.
With ease, man. With ease. You know, I gotta say this. Like most people think, and this is what I do, man. I always study people, man. Most people
Mhm.
think that Audrey, like, man, this dude came up overnight. Like, Audrey, you know me. I went back and checked the history. I remember seeing, like, this was years ago. You
Yeah.
putting books and notebooks together, man, on your
Yeah.
Instagram. It's like, yo, I'm in the lab while y'all sleeping and everything, man. I'm out here
Yep.
grinding. So like everything, man, that Audrey has did this for years. So he's been in the trenches for years doing everything that he's doing and
Yeah.
coming back to you guys, man, teaching between the real estate game, between what
Yeah.
he's doing now in the business credit game. Like he's been in here in the lab dominating.
Yeah.
And for that, like most people don't see, they don't see that track ground. They don't see that track ground of you actually laying the tracks for years before you get to the platform like this. So when he's speaking facts from, you know, tried and tested of what he has done and what I'm doing, what I have seen others to be able to do out here. So it's about, man, you being able to lay the tracks down and really do some things, get some things together, man, put some things underneath your belt. All the people that Audrey has come on the show, man, they're giving you guys track records. The tax people who came on, man, those
Yeah.
that
Ola,
sauce that he was,
yeah.
my God, that's game
Carissa,
changers,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Game
right, man.
changers.
I see the homie Square Biz tapped in. She got a great channel as well. I love watching her content, man. She's a dope content creator. I like her a lot. We
That's
definitely
what's
gonna
up.
have to get her on the live stream. We're gonna have to get her to cam up one of these live streams, man, and give us some Square Biz, man. Get a square. Get us, get us squared away. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. I appreciate you tapping in, bro.
Man.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up, man. You know, we kind of want to do some Q&A, but before we go, people where they can find you, bro.
Man, yo, follow me, man, on YouTube, Lambo Drew TMT, Lambo Drew TMT. Just growing the channel, man, for a little over a month now. So yeah, follow me, Lambo Drew TMT, man. Go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, man. Hit that bell notification. Man. Every Tuesday night, man, at 8 p.m., man, Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We on that rocking, man, mic'd up, man, ready to go, man, and giving sauce. And this month, man, we got some heavy hitters coming on there, man, Tuesday nights. Back to back, we got another big heavy hitter coming on next Tuesday night, a funding queen, man. So that's gonna be nice, man. You know, we got some stuff, man, really in the mix, man. And then we do a lot of motivational and all of that stuff. So it's kind of a mixed thing, man, of what we do on the channel. But just starting out, but yeah, I got a lot of good progress and a lot of good people, man, giving out some feedback, bro.
Yeah, I got to chop it up with you too offline, man. I got some game I'm gonna give you on the channel. You know, some stuff to kind of help you grow the channel, but I'll put a link in the description as well to your channel, man. Lambo Drew TMT, man. Y'all definitely subscribe, hit the like button, check out the content, man. And as always, you know, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you execute. I can't stress that enough. Whatever you take from me, from Drew, from Credit Plug, from Josh, David, shout out to the homie Josh, whatever channel you follow, whatever, Square Bit, whoever you lock into, whatever they telling you to do, it's not illegal. I gotta stress that. It's not illegal. Just execute, man, because that's my biggest thing I've seen in my short, brief time period on, social media, YouTube. A lot of people don't execute. They just they stuck. They don't execute. They get deer in the headlights. So I just want to just put that out there that whatever channel, whoever information you absorbing and kind of taking in, just execute. Because once you start executing, I didn't get to 100K in funding for one business overnight, but I executed and got to that point. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'll leave you with, family. So we're gonna definitely tap in next week and make sure y'all subscribe to my homie Lambo Drew. I'm gonna put the link in the description.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
For y'all, man. So y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on all the videos, man. We're gonna blow my guy channel up. You best believe it. So,
thank you, boss, man. Audrey, it's always a pleasure, bro, because you definitely, man, always giving out sauce, man, and giving good shout outs, man. Thank you for this opportunity. We're going to connect because I told you, I got to get you on my program, man. I got to get you in my lineup.
Line it up, man.
Everybody's like, man, who's this Audrey? Because I didn't drop your name a couple times on videos. I'm like, who the world is Audrey? And I'm sitting up in there like, look, don't worry about it, y'all. We're going to get to it, man, and we're going to make some stuff happen, man. So
absolutely, bro.
We linking, so say less, man. We're gonna really talk some stuff, man.
Yeah,
get them going, man. Thank you, big dog.
Definitely, man. Very welcome, man. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. And like I say, for anybody watch this on the replay, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got more content coming. Make sure y'all subscribe to the homie Lambo Drew. I'm gonna put a link in the description to his channel. Check his content out. Like all the videos on his channel. And we'll see y'all back next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, family. All right.